I really thought about starting the blog that way, but the reality is that kind of sucks. Anyways, the camera didn't record my stuff. So, down in the basement. Alright, down in the basement. This whole thing is about fixing this piece of garbage. Honeywell, you make garbage. Well, maybe you don't make garbage. What you do make, or don't have, is good customer service. I need this part, right here. And if the camera ever focuses, that's the part right there. It's a pressure switch. Basically, it turns on when the pressure changes from one side to the other. So this hose here comes up to this side, and there's this hose here that goes onto the inside of this guy so that it can tell a pressure difference, basically trying to detect whether or not the thing's blowing. Cool. Doesn't work. It's a piece of garbage. So I called your tech support team, and they said, tear the whole thing off and take it back to where I got it. I don't want to take it off. I just want the switch. That's why I called you. And your warranty says you cover parts that are defective. It's a defective part. Send me the part. But you didn't do that. So I fixed it. And here it is. Get the door off. Now on this furnace, the control system, the line comes in right here, then it goes down into there. Alright, so we're in here, and I've taped across this switch here, there's a little switch here, to compromise the safety of this thing, because, you know, I like to live dangerously. Anyway, so here's where the hookups are. And what we've got, if I can kind of bend these out of the way here. What you've got is really what our horse in the race is, let me use a probe so I don't accidentally electrocute myself. Right here is the common, and right there next to it is the call for heat. So when the thermostat upstairs calls for heat, it sends a 24 volt signal down, it closes the 24 between COM and 24. So what I'm going to do is run a wire up through this hole here, up through that hole there, and probably around the back of the furnace over to that humidifier area. Alright, with some finagling, I got my wire installed there, and it's not terminated, but plenty of length to get over to my control area. Cool. And then it wraps around the back and comes out right here. So I think I'll put the relay probably right in this area here, or maybe up in that area. I haven't decided yet, but that should work. Alright, time to wire her up. So right now the power's on. I'm going to compromise my compromise to kill the power. Okay, I'm going to come in the same way they came in, through the bottom here. There's enough room. Oh yeah, more than enough room. So we'll come in through there. And I'm going to leave myself a little servicing loop, I guess, because they did, so I will. And there's plenty of cable down the other way, so we'll do the same thing. I don't want that in through that, though. I interwove it in their cable. Not good. Alright, so I don't have to go very far. All I gotta do is go there. So I'm just gonna kind of give this kind of a quick, come on. I'll strip that. I got a red and a white. Cool. I'm gonna treat red as my sends, and my white is common. So it's a nice solid cord wire they provided with the thing. Alright, so there's that. Back feed that bit. Okay, I'm going to open up COM, which COM is overloaded already, but wish there was another COM, but can't have everything, I guess. So now I've got my wires installed, this new white cable right there. I don't know, well, this will show up if I give it some distance. This white one right here is my new cable I've added, and it's now connected into common here, and this red wire is from the 24 volt send for heat. So in theory I now have a white cable that brings out the 24 volt send that says, I want heat. So now we wire up the other end. Alright, we're at the moment of truth. I've got the relay mounted right there. Now I'm going to tell my system to send me heat. Tell my thermostat and submit. There it goes. Now I didn't hear anything. Can't really see there. But if it worked, I should get a tone from my meter. 1 and 5. Nope. I didn't get it. What happened? I'm still getting tone from 1 to 9. One to 9. Okay, so my relay didn't flip. Why didn't my relay flip? So I found the reason why it wasn't working. When I stripped the wire, I actually... Come on, focus on my hand. When I stripped the wire, I accidentally cut the contact off one side. Oops. Alright, now you can hear the furnace running. We'll come over to our relay. You can see we got a nice little light. It says I'm working. So now I got a wire from... Excuse me, Mr. Cable. From 5, which is the top lug there, to 9, which is the top lug there. And they have to connect where these two connected. So I got to essentially cut these off and put a wire nut there and tie it over to there. And then in theory, this system should control whether or not it fires up depending on what the humidity level is. You can hear it click. So if I turn it way up right now, it clicks. So right now it's off essentially. So anyway, until it does that click. So okay, time to wire the rest in. All right, the last moment of truth. Oh, I hear something. I hear something. If it works like before, I should start seeing a stream of water come out of the bottom here shortly. Yep, there it is. So that's working, and then if the humidity goes down, cool. It works. Now I just need to regulate the water so that it doesn't come out so much. Alright, there it is. Now it's maybe slowly dripping out. So there might be some regulation stuff I still need to do for the water, but for the meantime, it's working. I'm going to set this to about 50% or so. So that's good. I guess the moral of the story here is, don't buy Honeywell products. They suck. They're not made to work? I don't know. Or how about this? They're probably made to work. They're just not made to support their warranty. They tell you they'll send you parts in the warranty. They lie. So, can you trust Honeywell to send, when you need parts? In my case, I guess not. There's dirt inside the lens.
There's dirt inside the lens?